it's your manual. Just change it here. It's not really properly wired. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back in my living room. Today we are unboxing this winch I get from my wife and my patrons for the birthday. It's a 1400 version, it's 5.5 tons. Yeah, what should I say? It's a quality product, it's a competitive price, and it's maximum reliability. This is a 12 volt version, 1400 as I said, synthetic rope, no serial number, no barcode. Kangaroo Winch. I think it's originally Power Winch, now it's called Kangaroo Winch. Company based, as far as I know, in Poland. Tech trade system. They are shipping from Krakow in Poland, so it gets to me very quickly, and we are unboxing it now. And it's not sponsored, but it will be an honest review. We're happy. I spare you the unboxing in the unboxing video. So this is what you get when you buy a Kangaroo Winch 1400 XP version. I didn't have a look on it properly yet, so we are going to go through the pieces together. So we will start from this fur lid. I mean, it's a piece of aluminum, not much to it. Looks solid, I would not complain about that. Now is a hook. I mean, looks solid, looks pretty fancy. Probably more fancy than it needs to really be, but there's probably quite a lot of people which care about it, that it looks fancy, so it's fine. Remote control, not wireless. It's futuristic, I would say. Have a kind of a cheapy feel to it. Yeah, I guess it's fine as long as it works. I have no idea what is that for. Maybe for the remote. So when we are by remote, this is like remote control. It feels light. Something is really loose inside. I would say that impression is not very positive. Strange. I assume it's supposed to go together. I don't really like that. Anyway, so we have this yellow belt, yellow cord. It's supposed function is to be attached to the hook on every occasion. So when you are pulling it out or spooling your line in, you are safe and far away from the fur lid. So when you get close, there is no binding or anything like that. You can always just let loose on it, I guess. Why not? It's yellow, easy to see, quality, it's fine. The winch is coming with cables, plus and minus. These cables are 35mm square for the M8 bolt. 35mm, in my opinion, is like a hobby use cable. It's on the cheaper side. I would be swapping them for 50mm. As you see, the package, how the winch was delivered, it was not really well packed. So you have kind of a melted styrofoam from a packing material into the cable. It's probably some rest solvents from the isolation melting on the styrofoam in the place of contact. It's pretty much only visual, but yep, that's how it came. So we are moving to the winch itself. Yeah, it looks solid. I mean, you have your clutch here. It seems to be working pretty okay. I can't say much at the moment about it. It seems to be a little bit crooked to one side, but it's probably assembly. It's like few millimeters. We have 26 meters of a line. It's rated here as a 9.5mm. And other important things. We have 7 horsepower motor, 3-stage planetary gearbox, gear reduction of 218 to 1, clutch turning 90 degrees, drum size It's 224 by 64 millimeters, and if you see it already at the moment, the winch is not able to stay on its feet because there is more line than actually fit on the drum. I hope once I unspool the line and then pull it back in under the tension, the line will stretch a little bit, so every layer will take a little bit less space, so it will be able to stay on its feet. It weighs 37 kilograms. It weighs something, but I don't think it's 37 kilograms. You probably can weigh it in a second. Expecting too much. So there you have it, guys. You can see I put the winch on the scale. We have 22.6 kilograms. So it's not that much, to be honest. And one additional thing which I realized after investigation, it's you can see here you have a dents in the barrel which are pretty sharp. I don't know if I can show you here. Yeah, you see this is dent in the barrel, and there is one more. I will see how it actually work when the line align from the fur lead. We'll see. I will keep you updated. And overall dimensions: length 560, width 160, heights 187. Yeah, so that's the basic technical data. So that's what you get for 430 euro in Germany with the free shipment on eBay. Ships from Poland, from Krakow, gets to you in 3 days if you are in Germany. So now we are going to open the box and see what is inside the box, and then we will go to things I realize are not very nice about this winch, or they're maybe not according to the standard I would wish. Where is my screwdriver? So if you are not familiar with the construction of the winch, I will introduce you to some things. I'm myself not very clear with it, so this is your controlling device. So you stick it here when you want to use your winch, and it's supposed to fit here like this, and then you can pull this. You can stay outside of your vehicle, or you just lay the cable over the bonnet of your car through the window, and then you can operate it while driving. So that's the basic how you control your winch. Or you use a wireless, but I know from experience of many people that the wireless, it's kind of funky. Let me now open the winch. You need to know that you not always can fit the winch on your vehicle like it came from the factory. So what you can do, you can move this control box away from the winch. You can install it under the bonnet, and then you need to extend the cables. So if you have a less space, you can do that. I don't know if I will need to do this on my Pajero. There is some space, but I don't know if it's enough space. So there you go. So and now you can see this is actually device which is controlling the winch. So you have an incoming cable with the 12 volt. It's incoming here, and then you have control unit which you're controlling by using this radio here for the wireless, or the switch here in the wired configuration, and then depends where you apply 12 volt, it will turn left or right. There is one thing which I realize problematic. It's electric ways. It's not really properly wired as it came from factory, because assuming you have your winch attached to your vehicle with, let's say, 500 ampere fuse, you have these two cables which are unfused really. So if you would like to do it properly, this should be with the fuse here. Otherwise you are risking, yeah, fire hazard, whatever you would like. It's probably like this in the most winches, but it's not correct. Could be better. So this cable should be fused. In my case, I will detach this cable and I will run it through my fuse box in the car, so I can turn on and turn off the winch as I like. So another thing which I find out here in the manual. So the manual is in English, in Polish and in German. For everyone something good. And you can find here some details about the installation, pretty much everything which I tell you and even more than that. You should read it. And there is one thing which I realize kind of funny and I don't understand why they do it like that. You can see here it's a bolt grade 10.9. So this is a little bit tougher bolt which should be used to attach the winch. And then once you go to the bolts, you get delivered. It's 8.8. So I don't understand. There is not much more easier things than delivering proper bolts. So I will get myself bolts in the 10.9 grade to fix this winch tomorrow. And I find this just straight silly because I mean it's your manual, so just change it here or give a proper bolts. Funny. So one more thing about electric. There are two ways of putting a winch on your car. If you will ask the guy from Australia, he will say don't use any kind of a fuse, because if you are in trouble, you don't want to have your fuse go bad. If you will ask the people in Europe, they will say that the fuse is necessary. So I'm in Europe and I'm putting fuse on my car, so you probably will need something like this. This is a housing for the mega fuse. They are going up to 500 amps and you probably need around 500 amps. According to the technical information, this winch can draw up to almost 400 amps under the full load. And it's not assuming the peak load or anything like that, so you probably can be shy of 500 amps. So you get yourself something like that, you put here a mega fuse with 500 amps rating, and then you put your cable on that just like this. So you need to find a place under the bonnet for this box and connect it as short as possible to your battery. Most likely your starting battery, because you need this amperage which starter battery can deliver. So that would be the setup, and then you put this cover on top. You will have your spare fuses here. So I decided to go with the fuse box and I will have my winch attached with the fuse. So just in case it will be interesting for somebody. So this is the base plate where the winch will be placed in my Pajero later on. It will be pretty much like that. You already see that the clutch is on top and I want to have it on the front, but this is not a problem. You need to remove the screws around here, detach the gearbox, turn it as far as you want, and your fairlead will be attached here and guide the rope on the drum. And for this purpose they have this extra ugly screws, bolts actually, which I probably will not use because they're ugly. I will get some stainless steel stuff, and the holes are too small. And that's the first problem that's easy to solve. So I can't wait to install it. I will start probably Friday, take a bumper from the car and drop the base plate, find out all bolts that don't fit, make them fit, and then we will drop the winch, attach some cables. Maybe it will not be operational straight on, but we will get to it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you to my Patreons for supporting. Thank you for everybody subscribing, liking, commenting, watching without subscribing. It means word to me. Thank you very much, and we see us in the next one.